Good morning, Tim Sykes here, and I get a lot of questions of how do you find the best stocks to trade? What is the type of news that you look for? How do you determine, how big of a position you have? And that's why I created this free 11-hour guide, traderchecklist.com. All you have to do is enter your name and email. And in case you didn't realize, some people say, "Oh, Tim, I have some technical glitch, like I don't have an email," and I'm thinking that they're absolutely insane, but I understand. And because I don't want you to have any excuses whatsoever not to study, that's why I made this 11-hour guide free. I also put it on YouTube. If you're watching this, you're obviously watching my YouTube channel. I have over 800 plus free video lessons on YouTube. So even if you are flat broke, you can still study and you can save up and you can learn to trade. Obviously, you do need some money to trade in the stock market. I'm sorry that I don't know how to reply to some people who are like, "I have no money, but I want to make a lot of money in the market. How do I do that?" I don't understand your thought process. I don't understand how your parents and your teachers failed you so badly. You do need money in order to trade. You can't just have like, "Oh, I opened a brokerage account with zero money in it. I'm going to buy 0 shares of this stock and I'm going to make 0 money." How many shares, how many trades will it take for me to become a millionaire from 0 to 0? Like, it makes no sense to me. You do have to save up in order to trade, in order to become a millionaire. But the good news is you have to study first. Before you trade, you need knowledge. So even if you are totally broke, even if you just have a few $1,000s to your name, you're not out of luck. You are in luck thanks to this new technology. None of this was possible just roughly a decade ago. So be very thankful for the times that we live in. But Trader Checklist is free. And I want to show you something. The reason why I made this video is just because, I get comments all the time on all my videos. And so I posted Trader Checklist on YouTube. And I got some comments on free study guide part 14 out of 14. So there's 14 separate parts of Trader Checklist on YouTube. And you can see here, in some of the recommended videos on the right-hand side, part 1, part 13. I mean, it's not perfect order, but it fascinated me that on part 1, look at this. If we go to part 1, we have 29,000 views, okay? Part 2, we lost roughly 10,000 people, 19,000 views. Part 3, we're at 17,000 views. Part 4, we're at 14,000 views. Part 5, this is a big jump. After watching, 4 hours of this stuff roughly, this is when you lose a lot of people. We go from 14,000 to just 10,000. Part 6, oh, we didn't lose that many people. We're still at 10,000. Part 7, now I'm asking 7 hours of your time roughly. Now we're down to 7,000, then 6,000. Part 9, maybe I just did better. I don't know. Maybe you had to watch it a few times to understand it. I don't remember. But this one actually went up. Parts 10 and 11 went down big time. Parts 12 went up. So either I did well or, it's more confusing. And then look at this. Part 12, you got 10,000 views. Part 13, only 5,000 views. Okay? Part 14, 5,000 views. So the reason why I make this video and the reason why I bring this stuff up is that it's absolutely pathetic that some of you can't even finish a fucking free guide. Okay? If you actually want to become a millionaire, do you know how much studying you're going to have to do? Do you know how you're going to have to change your entire mindset? This attitude of laziness, like, "Oh, I'll watch maybe an hour, I'll watch maybe 2 hours, like, oh, show me a good stock pick and then I'll study, prove that you're real." The beauty of my being real is that I don't have to prove shit to anybody. If you don't want to learn, you don't hurt me, you hurt yourself. I never understand this on some of these messages that I get from some people. They're like, you want my time, even if it's free, even if it's on like a free YouTube video, you want my time, you have to prove that you're worth it. If you don't think that this is worth it, if you don't think that education is worth it, if you don't think that your future is worth it, I'm not going to beg you because you have a fucked up attitude. And I can't fix fucked up attitudes. I've learned a lot in 2 decades in the stock market. I've learned a lot in, 10 plus years now of teaching. But I can guarantee you that if you have the wrong attitude, I'm not going to teach you. Forget about the fact that you don't want to learn or you put up like this fake, I don't know, stubbornness. I will kick you out. Okay? And I've done this, and some people are shocked. Some people are like, but you run a teaching business. You're supposed to teach. The beauty of my being real is that I run a real business. The beauty of having real millionaires as opposed to a lot of these fakers who claim to be millionaires, they show one screenshot. They claim to have millionaire students. They show one screenshot. They buy fake testimonials on websites like Fiverr. Look that up if you want to see a fucking scandal. It's disgusting how most gurus are in this business. They are fake, and they will be fake nice. They won't swear. They won't kick anybody out of their programs because they're not real, okay? It's like if you go to China and you buy a fake pair of Crocs. It's funny. I was in China a few months ago, and I'm looking at the shoes, and I'm like, isn't Crocs, C-R-O? Isn't that how it's spelled? And yet there were these rip-off Crocs called Corks, C-O-R. And they looked exactly like Crocs, but they were rip-offs. And there's a lot of rip-offs and fakers in finance, especially now after nearly a decade of a bull market. I am not a rip-off, okay? That's why I make these free guides, to show you that I know my stuff, to show you that my top students and I show every single trade, win or lose. And if you don't want to learn, if you have any doubts whatsoever, don't waste my fucking time. Don't waste my team's fucking time. If you are offended by my swearing, good. I fucking enjoy offending those of you who are too weak. Okay? I want to weed out those of you who will not make it because you waste my time. The beauty of being real is I am on a worldwide hunt for dedicated students. The fact that some of you can't even get through a lousy 11-hour guide without excuses galore, without laziness galore, that's a bad sign. You are not going to be my next millionaire student with that kind of attitude, with that kind of pathetic work ethic. And this is a free guide. This isn't even one of my premium guides. This isn't even, we're not talking about my 300 plus hours of premium video lessons. So if you think that studying 5 or 10 hours is too much, please do not message me. Please do not message my team. We don't have time to waste. Okay? One of my most successful students, Stephen Dux, who just passed 900,000 in profits, he found me on Instagram. He liked my Lamborghini. But he was also willing to study every single thing that I put out. I asked him, hold up, let me find this video. This is Stephen Dux. And I don't know if you've seen this video where he's made over $900,000 in profits in just over a year. It has over 100,000 views in just over a month. Look at his face. Look at that passion. It's funny, the spot that I paused it at. But he's real. And all my top millionaire students are real. And we didn't get here through luck. We didn't get here through laziness. We got here through hard fucking work. So some people literally message me and they're like, I want to learn, but I don't like your fucking swearing. Or they say, I don't like your swearing. And they're like, can you please stop swearing? And my answer to them always is, fuck you. Don't tell me how to teach. Don't tell me how to talk. I'm going to be real. I'm talking to a fucking laptop the vast majority of the day. It's amazing that I still have any sanity left, even though I have very little. Okay? You either want to learn or you don't. If you get offended, If you want to make excuses, bye-bye. You're not going to be my next millionaire student. And I don't mean to be mean, but I have to be, because I have to weed some of you guys out, because you make excuses galore and you waste my time, and I don't want that. So if you do have the right attitude, congrats. You don't need this pep talk at all. But there's very few of you with the right attitude. A lot of people say, Tim, you only have a few millionaire students. Because I only have a few students who even bother watching everything and learning and listening to my rules. I have a lot of students who break my rules. Say, Tim, I have to, I had this one guy message me, and there's nothing wrong with messaging me. I read and I learn. But this one guy was like, Tim, I have to message you. I have to vent. I've been studying. I learned all your rules, but I didn't use the rules, and now I've lost like $8,000 and I'm pissed off. Yeah, if you don't learn my rules, if you don't use my rules, you're going to lose. Welcome to the fucking world. Why do you think I teach? Why do you think I'm so passionate? I don't want you to lose. This email, it blew my mind last night, And he was like, oh, I had the right plan. I had the profits, but I didn't take the profits. I had like a $2,000 profit, but I didn't take it. Now I have like an $8,000 loss because I broke the rules, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed for you, okay? I wish that I could meet more of you guys in person and smack the shit out of you, because when you break rules, you lose. If you don't learn my rules, you lose. 90% plus of traders lose. I don't want you to lose. You don't have to lose, but you have to follow instructions. It's frustrating sometimes. It really is. I can make these video lessons, I can make these pep talks, I can show you my top students, but it's up to you to get your ass in gear. And I can't do that for you. I can make all these guides. I can show you what I've learned over the past 2 decades, but it's up to you to actually learn it, to put in the time, not cheat it. Some people are like, Tim, can you speed up your DVDs so we can watch them at 2 or 3 times the rate, the pace, right? So you can like speed it up. No, you can't cheat your way to success. If I could, I wouldn't even play these videos in real time. I would have them play at half speed to force you to double your hours. Who the fuck cares about your initial time when you're a newbie? You should be digesting everything. And you shouldn't be looking, oh, what's the quickest way I can learn all this stuff? Oh, how do I cut this damn education time down in half? Enjoy the process. Respect the process. Don't cheat the process. And those of you who can't even get through my free trader checklist guide, and this is not a bad guide. I know some of you are thinking, well, Tim, maybe it just sucks as a guide. I know it's a good guide, and I have amazing reviews that it's a good guide, okay? That is not the problem here. Look at this. I mean, people who rate it, 126 people like it, 3 people don't like it. I know it's a damn good guide, and judging by the fact of how my millionaire students are going, more and more pretty much every few weeks now. It's kind of crazy. I know this stuff works, so it's up to you. So if you understand the gist of this video, leave a comment and say how dedicated you are. Just use one word. Say dedicated. I want to see. I'm going to go through the comments under this video. I'm going to see how many people are dedicated. I actually read comments. I actually read feedback. This is what makes me a better coach and a better trainer. And it just still shocks me. Even when I put a whole fucking guide on YouTube for free, just look at this comparison. It just shocks me. 28,000 people watched part 1. Only 5,000 people made it to part 14. Okay? This is a 100% free guide, and I'm asking for roughly 11 hours of your life and less than, what is this? 5 divided by 28. I'm not good at math. Hold on. Let's see. 5 divided by 28. 17.8% of people finished. And this is just studying, okay? This isn't even the hard part. Studying is the easy part. I'm the one who made all these videos. All you have to do is sit there and take notes and digest it. So if only 17 people can even do that, 17% of people, guess what percent of people can actually learn it and then use the directions and the rules and then profit. It's an even smaller percentage. And that's pathetic. So that's today's lesson. Don't be pathetic. Be dedicated. I'll see you guys in the chat room.